as we look at the rest of the Monday Night Raw 5-point preview, honestly, I'm not looking at a whole bunch of great stuff. Of course, everything that's in this 5-point preview, I'm measuring up against that WrestleMania card that we made a video about the other day. Them saying that Sami Zayn might be the number one contender to the U.S. title honestly sort of surprises me because there's a little bit of a rumor that Sami Zayn might go after the Universal Championship at WrestleMania against Kevin Owens if Owens is able to hold on to the championship. It's either going to be Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, which is probably the most favorable match. But of course, another match that a lot of people hold on to because of their past rivalry in ROH, PWG, as well as in WWE, in NXT too, is Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens. A big-time dream match, a lot like the CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan one. That match we never got to see on the main stage. But, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were both in that ladder match for the Intercontinental title last year. It'd be great to see that as a singles match. And for them to be saying Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho, I don't think they're going to do U.S. title versus Universal title at WrestleMania. So to me, keeping Sami away from that title is a good way for to get there. But I mean, if Sami's able to beat Jericho at Fastlane, it sort of moves Sami up a little bit to get him caught in that sort of mid-card Intercontinental title. Nah, fuck you. United States Championship sort of deal, and that's somewhere we're not really wanting to see him if he's going to be the big-time guy that we're going to be. But if he does beat Jericho, Jericho could jump up to the top because I just don't really think they're going to do U.S. title versus whatever. But if you have at Fastlane, Owens doesn't help Jericho in his match, then you build up to the best friends angle breakup where Jericho is saying, hey, here we are setting up for your big main event match against Goldberg, and you want me to be in your corner, but when I was out there against Sami Zayn, where were you? To me, my United States Championship means just as much as your Universal title is going to mean. Us both having titles makes us the baddest guys on the block, and you not showing up for my match sort of makes it where like, why am I going to show up for yours? Then you have the whole storyline is Jericho going to be there? Which I know we have seen in the past, even in matches where Jericho is banned from ringside. And for some reason, Sin Cara came out to make the save. I don't think we ever got payback for him being exposed as that guy. Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns. Looks like it's a match that's going to be there. Gets Kevin Owens out of the Roman Reigns title hunt picture. Moves probably Kevin Owens into the Goldberg picture for Fastlane. It sort of makes me think that Braun Strowman really is nowhere on the dartboard for WWE. I mean, Braun Strowman winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal would possibly be the biggest thing that he could do unless he just jumps brands and starts helping out the Wyatts against Randy Orton. I think we've seen in the past, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal was built at WrestleMania 30. Since then, we've seen Baron Corbin, we've seen Cesaro, and we've seen The Big Show. The Big Show won 2 matches that whole year. One of them was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Cesaro showed up on Monday Night Raw the next week, dumped Zeb, joined with Paul Heyman, and still had a pretty bad year that year. Baron Corbin has had some big matches. He's going to be in the chamber for a minute on SmackDown. He was a favorable guy to win the Royal Rumble before losing the match to John Cena. Braun Strowman winning that thing is probably the best scenario you can be in, and that's not really a good one. Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns is also a match that I don't think is going to be very good. So that's kind of ugly. Nia Jax, her warpath is going to continue, WWE says. I'm guessing this means that Nia Jax is going to be focusing in on Bayley as she moves towards becoming the number one contender, setting up the Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania, which would be Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Charlotte. So Nia Jax getting the win here is more than likely my bet to happen. Biggest things that happen on Raw, going to be the update on the Seth Rollins injury, as well as what's going on with Goldberg and his match against Brock Lesnar. So that's Monday Night Raw. Hopefully it's all going to be in the first and last segment. There's no more football, so I guess we just have to sit through all 3 hours now. I don't know what's going to save us, but at least we're on the road to WrestleMania, and most of those shows are good.